Hello dear students, in this particular audio presentation I will talk about newspaper reports. Previously in some of my audio presentation I had talked about school magazine related report writing. Now I will talk about newspaper reports for a newspaper. Now the first question is related with a natural disaster, or you can term it as a natural calamity. So the question is like this: you are a press reporter, you have interviewed different victims of the earthquake to know their experiences. Sum up their experiences in 150 to 200 words as a report for a newspaper. And the theme is very easy to understand also. You have interviewed many earthquake victims and they shared their experience with you. Now you will write a report summing up their experiences. Now, plight of earthquake victims. Plight is related with the difficult situation or miserable situation of the earthquake victims. Now, Nidhi, reporter, The Sun. You can give any newspaper name. I have given here The Sun. Now, a name of a place been given Bhuj, and it is in Gujarat. 25th August 2000. Then year has not been mentioned, as I already told you previously. Sometimes in question it is given 20 then XX. In that case, if it is given in question like this, you can attempt by writing in this manner also, or if you want you can give a particular year, but it's no problem if you write like this. So how to start? I already told you when I was discussing the school related reports that maybe the word limit in which I am discussing may be less than 150. That doesn't matter. The main thing that is actually requires is that how to proceed and the important points and the concept. So if the points and the concept is clear, you can all write on your own. So let me continue. The unfortunate victims of the 26th January earthquake are still shelterless, jobless, and nervous wrecks. The trauma of the devastation has proved unbearable for many. Now, what is the condition of those who survived? They are shelterless, they are jobless, and they are having nervous breakdown. And the trauma of the devastation has proved unbearable for many. Tall promises of rehabilitation, development, social and economic reconstruction have proved hollow. Many political leaders, they have given fake assurances that there will be total rehabilitation, there will be development, social and economic reconstruction will be done, but ultimately all these things are futile or proved to be hollow. Hollow means futile. The plight of the victims is apparent from their conversation, and in the question it has been written that you being a reporter you had conversations with them. So the main important thing is that the plight means the difficult situation of the victim. It is quite clear from their conversation. Most of them complain of the apathy of the government machinery. Now most of them, they are very critical because the government haven't taken any initiative but promised many things to them. So I repeat the line: most of them complain of the apathy of the government machinery. They need physical facilities, medicines and psychological care in addition to financial help. Many things they needed. They needed physical facilities, they needed medicines, they needed psychological care. In addition to that, they needed financial help also. The voluntary organization should come forward to render help. Now, this is your personal take on the entire situation, and it is a very good point to include that the NGOs or the voluntary organizations, they should come forward and they should help these earthquake victims. So that was the first newspaper report that I discussed. Now let me move on to another question, question number 2. Now it is a very important question. So before I go on to this is also a question that is related with social problems, recent social problem. So the question is like this: recently the protest of bus operators against the banning of diesel driven buses brought transport to a standstill. Standstill means it has brought transport to a halt. Describing the plight means again miserable condition of the harassed commuters, school children, office goers, patients, old and sick persons, write a report in about 150 to 200 words for a newspaper. Now the important thing is that obviously if there is a ban of diesel driven buses and protest of bus operators against the banning of diesel driven buses, the transport came to a standstill. Now it caused a great amount of difficulty for the school children, for the office goers, for the patients, old and sick persons, for everyone. So write a report for a newspaper and the word limit is 150 to 200 words. So commuters stranded, and again I have given the name Nidhi, staff reporter. You can mention any other name, you can mention Manoj also. Basically names will be given in the question paper. If not, you can give your initial name and you can mention any national daily. If not, then you can write staff reporter also. And now the format, date, place. So New Delhi 28th November, already mentioned, and again 20XX in the same way you can do. You know the format by now. So how to start a question that is related with banning of the diesel bus driven buses, the protest of the bus operators related with the banning of the diesel driven buses. The concept or the main theme of the question is related to that. So let me continue. A state of disorder and confusion was witnessed at almost all the bus stops, whereas the situation was quite chaotic. Chaotic means it is very much in disorder. That is the meaning of the term chaotic at the railway stations. This was a direct outcome of the protest by bus operators against the Delhi government. Orders to ban diesel driven buses with immediate effect. Now, it is a protest by the bus operators against the Delhi government because the government has ordered ban on diesel driven buses. According to the Supreme Court orders, only CNG fuel driven buses could operate after 1st October. That was the information being circulated. Now the bus operators pointed out that conversion to CNG mode was very costly and refueling was time consuming. So two factors for which the bus operators they are protesting. Number one, CNG mode, it is very costly, and number two, refueling was also quite time consuming. So they called for a flash strike to register their grievances. their action brought transport to a standstill. So obviously the bus operators, they went on protesting, and ultimately the office goers, the school children, they faced a lot of problem. School children, office goers, patients, old and sick persons were all stranded. They are clueless what to be done. There were not enough vehicles on the road to cope with the rush. Taxis and auto rickshaws had a field day. So bus is very important. Taxis and auto rickshaws, they can't be a good substitute for this. The plight of women and children was very much touching. Some alternate fuel or energy source is needed to save the transport going into a mess. So what is needed? Some alternate fuel or sources of energy is needed to save the transport system, otherwise it is going towards a mess, going into a mess. That much can be ascertained. So dear students, two newspaper report I have discussed in this audio presentation. Some more questions are there that I will discuss in some other audio presentations. Listen carefully to this audio presentation, and if there is any doubt, please clarify. Thank you students. Thank you all.